I'm Lauren Brooker, and what a special day it is for everybody today. We are going to get a sneak peek of the brand new Quinte Wellness and Sports Center, or the Quinte Sports and Wellness Center, however you want to say it, or the Sports Center, or the Yardman, or everything it has. Pool, jogging track, facilities. This is a place for our community, so I think we should go in and take a look. What do you think? Let's go! Okay, so here we are, Belleville Recreation and Community Services. We're supposed to go in there and start our tour. This is kind of the new hallway. I like what they did with that wall, it's modern. One of the cool things about being able to do tours like this is we get to go with the VIPs. Do you see any? Is there anybody around here? Jack. Jack, nice to meet you. Let go. Let's go. Safety is very important when we go on tours like this because this thing's not finished yet. So we have a full selection of hats and shoes. Do you guys have any of that bowling alley spray? All right, so here we are. You like that? Finally, I have some head protection around Miller. And we have Mark Fleur here. Mark is the head of what department is this? Recreation, Culture, and Community Services, formerly Parks and Rec. But, you know, like any government, they try to make it harder for people to remember.
So here's what you're actually doing is you're standing in an area that will become the focal point or the grand collection of all of our community groups and organizations that we've been working with over the years. Many of them have an issue of getting enough collective critical mass between them to be able to handle registration, software programs, faxing, having somebody at a front counter, and providing that level of service that people would expect. What we're now doing is providing this space for them at a very low cost so that they can have a common entry / reception area, a common meeting area for their board meetings, and then each one of them has their own private rooms for office, meeting, storage, etc.
We're here with Mark Wilson with the city and his boss, I guess. Is Mark the other Mark your boss?
Yes.
He said you've been to every rink. How many rinks still serve slush puppies?
A lot still.
Really?
Yeah. No, not a lot, but there's a few.
Yeah.
He's still got a good slush puppy.
As you can see, the mayor has a Tim Hortons. Let's do a quiz.
from this morning.
Do you know what size that is?
That is medium.
No, you're wrong. That's now large.
That is.
No, that's a medium. Small. No, that's an extra small.
I'm a
Follow me.
Where's our coffee?
That'll be all is going to be a complete sight line from Canton Road right straight through to St. Teresa's. One of the really cool parts about this building is we're 98% efficient on recapturing waste heat. In the wintertime, you always see a column of steam coming off an arena. Well, we're gathering 98% of that energy and dumping it back in. Right now, they haven't even turned the heat on in here and it's comfortable. This is all recaptured heat.
The purpose behind this is a multi-purpose room. It's not just meant for a gymnasium, although that is one of the primary uses. What we said to the architects right off the bat was because Belleville has a limited number of spaces available for anything over 200 or 300 people for any event, we suggested that a bare minimum would be a seating for 500 people. You'll notice that it's all open. You'll get a lot of what we call captured or natural light throughout the entire light harvesting. And everywhere you'll notice that all the exposed areas, light is coming in naturally and being shared all around the facility. So that reduces the amount of artificial light we have to produce and provide. Plus it gives a feeling of an ambience of openness and transparency.
Right? So you know how I've been complaining on the show for years. The city does not have its own pool. Well, behind me is the pool, and I think, Mark, between you and I, we can get Miller in right now. Has there been an official person in the pool yet?
No.
All right. There's always a first. Let's go. Where is he? Wow, look at this. This is amazing.
Water. We can actually do beginner swimming lessons actually in this pool.
But basically there's 6 different features. You can see 3 of them obviously, but there's like a fountain over there, there's some sprays into the pool here. The other really neat thing we're doing is we're congregating our highest propensity to have foulings in the pool into a small pool, not affecting our large pool.
I'm pretty sure foulings means poop, but I could be wrong.
The pool is obviously our 25-meter 8-lane pool. It has a ramp entry, so we don't have one of those great big cranes, but people with accessibility.
So we can expect there's going to be open swims and kids are going to be going crazy and diving and swimming.
And this is the difference of the city operating this as opposed to a private enterprise. And nothing wrong with private enterprises, and it works in other models. But here, the city can program the pool. It's not going to be membership driven or members first. This way, it becomes a truly public facility.
And our programming times are already online too, so you can actually get an idea of what it's going to be like.
What's the website?
City.belleville.on.ca.
That's going to appear just under the screen right now for you.
And I'll sign it.
Those are the Belleville Bulls over on the ice there. Here's my thought. Because we know where they are, let's go into their dressing room and steal their stuff right now.
Lots of, and then you can see lots of space, lots of crush area. So people watching the bags both sides can make it by each other. There's no crowding. And you'll also notice that when we get upstairs, you'll see the track. So this is the one with the suspended rubberized heated track on top. You asked about the windows up top, Lauren. And the reason behind that, and you'll see it when you go through it, it creates an ambiance of color throughout the facility on a special day. But in the meantime, it doesn't allow super glare to come down on the ice when we're having an event.
Back of house, the main feature here is snow dumps. We've never had snow dumps until now, and the reason being is everything we pick up on the ice is basically a biohazard. Every bit of blood, spit, snot, everything went on the ice. So the waste heat that we recapture from the refrigeration plant, we have the capability of melting 3 loads of snow an hour, which is a ton of snow.
That's where we do our Sunday mass as well, isn't it?
This where
Yes.
This is where Mark and Peter kiss on the balcony.
Parabolic.
So what he's been able to do, and he'll show you later, is these big bats, they make ice at night when it's 4 cents a kilowatt hour, and during the day the variable speed or frequency drive motors run at a very small percentage, and just in air conditioning alone we've been able to save thousands and thousands of dollars. Total energy saving will $60,000 in the old yard alone.
No matter where you are in the facility, you're going to see activity going on. Whether it's a concourse, track, any of the rooms, you'll always see activity going on.
Right, to the top of the stairwell when you first come in. You can literally see stuff going on in the gym, you can see stuff in the room.
With the clear story windows up top, even if we turn the lights off, it's really bright. On a sunny day, it's really bright in here.
It's basically called light harvesting, and it'll help us save a lot of electricity.
Top notch. He's not really talking to anybody.
We will have a sprouting floor aerobics room. They're partway laying down the hardwood.
So
it's got a nice cushion.
Anything that has any high impact, it could be a cross training, it could be aerobics.
Okay.
Because it's wood floor, we can also do a lot of, we have some ballroom dancing courses. We have a lot of various high impact and or dancing components in our programming right now. Currently, we're just consolidating them all to this site.
I'd say he's trying to make a bet at the racetrack, but since we don't have one, this is where they're going to have, really for everybody, they're going to have counselor races. The first one is Pat Culhane versus Miller. My money's on Culhane.
My money's on me.
Well, that's it. We saw some amazing things here in this brand new facility. It's going to be the best. We have Wilson and Flora here, and this is really an amazing place. And thank you so much for the tour, but I still haven't seen the Lornbrooker bathroom yet.
Oh, it's there.
It's there. Is it coming? Well, until there,
We have to talk to the broker first.
until there, I have a better idea. How about we just do this?
All right.
Brooker plywood.
Oh, that's a nice piece of plywood too. You picked the nicest plywood.
I know.
It's really nice.
There we go. We'll see you here in the spring when this place opens to everybody.